Welcome to YouTube Pedia. Discover the greatest stories from history, science, and beyond. If you're curious about the world, subscribe now and join our journey through knowledge. Let's get started. Michael Phelps, the rise of a swimming legend. In the vast and turbulent ocean of sports history, few names shine as brightly as Michael Phelps. A name synonymous with dominance, perseverance, and raw talent, Phelps was not just a swimmer, he was a force of nature. His journey from a young boy with boundless energy to the greatest Olympian of all time is nothing short of extraordinary. But before the world knew him as the record-shattering champion, he was just a kid navigating the waters of life, both literally and metaphorically. A child destined for greatness. Born on June 30, 1985 in Baltimore, Maryland, Michael Fred Phelps II was the youngest of three siblings. From an early age, it was clear that Michael was different. His energy seemed limitless, his focus fleeting, and his mind constantly racing, a characteristic later diagnosed as ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. But where others saw a challenge, his mother, Debbie Phelps, saw potential. Struggling to sit still in school, young Michael found solace in the water. Swimming became his escape, his sanctuary, and ultimately his purpose. His older sisters, Whitney and Hillary, were already accomplished swimmers, and Michael naturally followed in their footsteps. But there was something about him, an unrelenting drive, a hunger that set him apart. The birth of a prodigy. By the age of 7, Michael's talent in the pool was undeniable. At 10, he held a national record in his age group. It was around this time that he caught the attention of Bob Bowman, a strict yet brilliant coach who would go on to shape Phelps into the legend he would become. Bowman saw raw talent in the young boy, but more importantly, he saw the mental toughness that separated champions from mere competitors. Under Bowman's intense training regimen, Phelps developed his signature work ethic. While other kids were enjoying their summers, he was swimming lap after lap, pushing his body to its limits. First steps into the Olympic dream. By the time he was 15, Michael Phelps had already achieved something most athletes could only dream of: qualifying for the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Though he didn't win a medal, his performance turned heads. He finished 5th in the 200-meter butterfly, but more importantly, he had gained something far more valuable: experience. Phelps returned home from Sydney with a fire in his heart. He wasn't satisfied with just competing, he wanted to dominate. And dominate he did. Breaking records, making history. In 2001, just a year after his Olympic debut, Phelps broke the world record in the 200-meter butterfly, becoming the youngest male swimmer ever to set a world record at just 15 years old. From that moment on, he became unstoppable. The next few years saw him shatter records left and right. His training sessions became legendary: 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, consuming over 12,000 calories daily just to fuel his relentless workouts. Every stroke, every kick, every breath was calculated. He was a machine built for one purpose: winning. The Athens Breakthrough 2004 Olympics. All the sacrifices, all the grueling training, all the sleepless nights led to one moment: the 2004 Athens Olympics. It was here that the world truly witnessed the phenomenon that was Michael Phelps. Competing in 8 events, Phelps took home 6 gold medals and 2 bronze, an achievement that solidified his place among the all-time greats. But for him, it was just the beginning. He had set his sights on something even bigger, something that had never been done before. Michael Phelps, the legend who redefined swimming. By the time the world had witnessed Michael Phelps' dominance in the 2004 Athens Olympics, it was clear that he was no ordinary athlete. He was a machine, a phenomenon, a relentless competitor whose hunger for victory was insatiable. But as breathtaking as his performances had been, he was only getting started. What followed was an era of unprecedented dominance, a journey that would cement Phelps as the greatest Olympian of all time. Yet, behind the medals and world records, there was a man who faced battles beyond the pool, battles that tested his spirit, his mind, and his very identity. The road to Beijing, a mission for perfection. With 6 gold medals and 2 bronze in Athens, Phelps had already carved his name into Olympic history. But he wasn't satisfied. He had one goal in mind: to surpass Mark Spitz's record of 7 gold medals in a single Olympic Games. His training became even more grueling. Under Bob Bowman's meticulous coaching, Phelps pushed himself beyond what seemed humanly possible. 6-hour training sessions. Swimming nearly 50 miles per week. Eating 12,000 calories daily to sustain his extreme energy output. It was an obsession, and it all led to one event, the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Beijing 2008, the greatest Olympic performance in history. August 2008, the world watched as Michael Phelps stepped onto the pool deck at the Water Cube in Beijing. The pressure was immense. The entire world knew what he was attempting: 8 gold medals in one Olympics, something no one had ever done before. First gold, 400m individual medley. Phelps began his historic run with a dominant 4:03.84, smashing his own world record and winning his first gold. Second gold, 4x100m freestyle relay. One of the most dramatic races in Olympic history. The USA was trailing France, but Jason Lezak, in a heroic final leg, touched the wall just 0.08 seconds ahead, securing Phelps his second gold. Third gold, 200m freestyle. Phelps demolished the field, winning by almost 2 full seconds and setting yet another world record. Fourth gold, 200m butterfly. A test of endurance and resilience. Despite water filling his goggles, Phelps finished in 1:52.03, breaking another world record. Fifth gold, 4x200m freestyle relay. Team USA dominated, winning by nearly 5 seconds and setting a world record. Sixth gold, 200m individual medley. Phelps won with ease, setting another world record and inching closer to history. Seventh gold, 100m butterfly, the most nail-biting finish ever. The defining moment. Phelps was trailing Milorad Chavik, and in a finish for the ages, he made one last stroke, touching the wall 0.01 seconds ahead, the closest margin possible. Eighth gold, 4x100m medley relay. Phelps and Team USA sealed the deal with a final victory, breaking yet another world record. The impossible had been achieved: 8 gold medals, 8 world records. Michael Phelps had just pulled off the greatest performance in Olympic history. Beyond Beijing, triumphs and battles. After Beijing, Phelps was a global icon. He continued to dominate in London 2012, adding 4 more golds and 2 silvers to his collection. He retired but made a stunning comeback for Rio 2016, where he won 5 more golds and 1 silver, bringing his total count to 23 Olympic gold medals and 28 overall medals, a record unlikely to be broken. But behind the victories, Phelps struggled with depression. After years of being seen as a swimming machine, he found himself lost outside the pool. He battled mental health challenges, hitting rock bottom before seeking help. His openness about mental health struggles later inspired many athletes to speak up about their own battles. Legacy of a legend. Michael Phelps redefined the sport of swimming. His relentless drive, superhuman work ethic, and unmatched achievements have left an everlasting impact on the world. Today, he dedicates his time to mental health advocacy, water safety, and inspiring future generations. His name will forever be etched in history, not just as a swimmer, but as a symbol of what's possible when talent meets unparalleled dedication. If you loved this journey through the life of Michael Phelps, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to YouTube Pedia. Stay tuned for more legendary stories.